The Me and Archant process gave me the opportunity to sit back and look at the company as a whole and look at the different products that we make and how we sell them, and really gave me a good idea of what I was looking at and how I could market the business. I found it very easy to understand. It was very logical, and it really did give me a good path of looking at the different ideas that we could have. It put a lot of ideas and pieced it all together for me, because we have lots of different products and services that we sell, but that actually covers a different range of marketplaces. So it allowed me to look at the different marketplaces and how we could sell our specific products to them. It helped me think differently about the direction our business was moving in by really setting out the different ways that we could sell. Usually it's people ringing up saying that they've got some advertising, or and they need to sell a space, and it really isn't the right way to look at how you market your business. It needs to be thought out over a length of time rather than a hip decision. I found with Archant we could actually look at the year's advertising, or how we were going to build the business and how it was going to grow. Generally with marketing and advertising companies, they really aren't looking at me as a business, they're actually looking at selling the space. And they can be very aggressive, and all they're interested in is selling that piece on that day. And they sometimes even kind of exaggerate what they've got and how good it's going to be, and kind of give a guarantee that obviously is not all possible. What tends to happen is I'll maybe take 4 or 5 calls a day from people from specific magazines who've obviously got a target to reach. And it kind of gets a bit irritating really, and we don't, wherever I can, I don't take those calls, because I do like to have a plan of where I'm going to spend my money, and it doesn't really work when it's just somebody ringing up and saying, hey, I've got this space here and it's fantastic and you need to buy it, when in actual fact there's no thought process gone into the marketing of how we're going to A, pay for it, and B, whether it's going to generate any income. I would recommend this to other businesses. In fact, I think it could be a whole business on its own, because I think it's a very good marketing process without any advertising at the end of it. My husband owns his own business as well, and although it's a very different business to ours, all businesses are, predominantly small businesses are the same, and so you do need to look at where you're going to get your business from and how you're going to achieve that. I have kept my ROI graph, and I do use it, and it really does show that you do have to keep advertising and keep that top of mind awareness with the customer really. So they may not at the beginning want to spend money with you, but there's always that thought when they want to buy a rocking horse, for instance, when they become grandparents or uncles and aunts, then they will eventually remember us and come back to us. But it is certainly a process of keep advertising, and obviously the sales will come. It's very important to have a long-term marketing plan. It really cannot be from the hip, and as I said earlier, this constantly happens with marketing companies and advertising companies, that they just think you can make that decision today because they've got a space. But what you need to look at is where you are now, where you want to be in the future, and how are you going to get there. And you're not going to get there by just placing the odd ad in the odd magazine. It needs to be something that is thought through, and a process is made, whatever medium, whether it is magazines or websites, or radio or TV even. You've really got to make sure you've got a plan, else you never actually know when you're going to get there.